Sideburns. Sideburns.
Yo, what's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses link with bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses link with bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? What's the word? Oh, I have something to say. Have some words dropping to your light. Hurry underlay. Spill that tea. What you waiting for? We just want the word. Don't tell us nothing crazy that's gonna get up on our nerves. Just chill, relax, live in the moment while we put it on wax. We live on Anchor every Wednesday of the week. So tell your family and friends where you be. Yo, what's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses link with bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses link with bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
What's up? This your girl, Kiss Calhoun. You heard me? And we're in for a great episode of What's the Word? And I'm being joined by the legendary, the Who, Mr. What, Mr. Where, Mr. D.Jon.
What is up, my good people? I don't know why I be so joked out when you do that. You think I would be used to it by now. But I always get tickled every time you do that. But what is up, my good people? Of course, it's your boy D.Jon, and we are back for... What episode is this? Episode
26.
26
Yeah.
of What's the Word? Let's get it.
Yes. So today's episode is going to be dedicated to the late, great Nipsey Hussle. Well, Hustle and Motivate. So, with the 1 year passing of his death, we reflect on his life and where 1 year while all of this happened, and of course, what are a few motivated goals you have accomplished and what inspires you to keep going in life? Of course, you know we got the tea from the messy shade. Drake finally let me see my nephew. We finally saw him and he wrote an inspiring, sweet message to his son. All right, Kelly said, he ain't trying to catch Cronulla in prison, so he trying to get out. Of course, New Orleans' own the Brat shares an emotion. Well, not the Brat, but Judy from New Orleans. But
I'm about to say,
I said that wrong. But the Brat shares a little emotional post about her relationship with Judy and the birthday gift she got. Of course, we told y'all we was gonna keep y'all posted with the Kardashians as they reflect on their fight on the keeping up with the Kardashians. And false alarm, DaBaby is not going with B Simone in his video. And our good auntie Maxine Waters, she had to ring Trump up on Twitter right quick. And Jay-Z and Rihanna joined together and donate $2 million for Cronulla Relief Fund. And Trina drags Nicki Natural during the Love and Hip Hop reunion. So we got a nice jam-packed episode today, full of tea and inspiration and motivation and stuff. So D.Jon, let's get into it. We reflecting 1 year later after Nipsey dead. This particular date hits extremely hard for not just the hip hop community, but friends and family and his friends and families and fans and generations to come are affected by his passing. And I say since this whole year, I've seen so much positivity come from this one person that, when we lost Tupac, it was like the same feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like a hole that can't be replaced and filled. And it's like, but you get to see the positive feedback with people uniting together and people uh getting into businesses and Black unity and just self-motivation and self-preservation has been at a all-time high, especially in 2020, even though half of the planet is dying right now from corona. It's still a lot of positivity being shared, and I think it from the younger generation, I feel like he was that centerpiece that inspired a lot of great things that's going around in this world. I mean, like I said, if I could reflect 1 year later, we were together when we got the news of Nipsey Hussle we was on the road back to New Orleans, and
Right, I
it
was
was
about to
just
say we actually were together coming from
right.
Houston.
And
We was actually in. We was already back. We just
yeah, we was in traffic,
yeah.
and
And I just remember you like saying Nipsey Hussle died,
I couldn't believe it. I still
and I
can't
was
believe
like,
it to this
what?
day.
Like that was
It's,
like it was just like so random. Like
it
how
was
like when
very
just
random.
random stuff happen, you just don't expect some things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, like like I didn't really too much listen to him, but I knew who he was, and
Mm-hmm.
what he did, so I knew that he made an impact on a lot of people's lives. So that I would have to say the world stopped, when
Nipsey
he
Hussle passed.
died. Yes, and it was just like it happened just like that. Like it just happened all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a lot.
But as we reflect on his life, after his passing, he received a Grammy nomination for his song "Higher," and I think that me particularly, I know what people be saying, give people their roses while they were here, but I feel like he was giving his roses while he was here. It just that unfortunately he got more roses once he passed. And the wise Biggie Small said, "You're nobody until somebody kills you," and I feel like that is very much true. Even though he was somebody before, it's like now the whole world know him after his death, and not just that, but just the positive work that he done while he was living. So I felt like he was receiving his roses while he was living. He was doing the work. He did everything he was supposed to do. It was unfortunate how he died, but it was like he did what he was supposed to do in the time that he was given. So as we reflect back on that, we just gotta keep hustling and keep motivating, because I feel like what's the word was, if I were to think about the what was a few motivational goals that I accomplished, I feel like what's the word in itself was one of these accomplishments that I set out and I said that I wanted to do it, and
Mhm.
homegirl did it, and now we on here, Anchor, we on Spotify, we on iHeartRadio, we on everything right
Baby,
now, and
we everywhere.
we are global, And I just never expected like this to turn out to be the energy that I'm giving and into investing into this, and so many more goals setting. I feel like Nipsey inspired all of us to push ourselves and hustle and motivate, especially from like where you from. If you have that background, that's what it is. That's how we understand it from the point of view. But I feel like what's the word? Like I said, what's the word was definitely one of my major accomplishments and the goals that I set. So, what about you, D.Jon? Because I'm, just talking. It's just a nice day to talk about, and it was a beautiful day to just dedicate the show about hustle and motivation. So, just share with the world your accomplishments and stuff.
So my accomplishments, of course, one of my main accomplishments were to not only go to college but to graduate, which I accomplished back in 2014. I received my bachelor's degree in social work. Then my next goal was, of course, to eventually become a social worker, which I'm currently doing. A family social worker in a preschool setting. So I work closely with the families and the children.
I believe the children are future.
I know you was gonna do something crazy. Just assisting them and advocating and just trying to make them out of to get them to a point where they can advocate and they can lead for themselves. Once they leave our program. What else? I joined the fraternity of my church.
I was gonna say, you
of course, I can't forget that. That was a
subscribe.
That was a goal. That was a goal for me. I would have to say since freshman year in undergrad. So just to accomplish that back in 2012, going on 8 years this year, is still mind-blowing to me. Still mind-blowing to me that it's been that long since I've
it's still mind-blowing to me to know that you joined.
You know what? And it's so crazy. Like I know
because
a lot of
we
people,
see this, we watch this as something y'all. You know what I'm saying? You never expect like your real friends
to do it
and join, and you like, and then when to be in the presence of y'all when y'all do it, and then the pride y'all have with y'all letters, and it just I like it. I like when y'all do get together, especially all of the fraternities all together. You gotta slide me in one of the good meetings so I can give me a future.
But what else? I would have to say just being more of myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a huge accomplishment in itself. Doing things out of the norm. I never would have done a million years that I would do YouTube and podcasts, but
we've been doing
shout
this
out
forever.
to my homegirl, Kiss Calhoun, for helping me step out of the box and to be able to be confident in doing things like this. So yeah, I don't want to pull out a whole damn
she's
but
a friend that everyone wants.
Right.
Am I open?
Right.
She's the cream to the crop.
I just feel like it's a whole lot of other things that I would like to accomplish. But
so what do you want to accomplish? What's a goal?
Eventually, I do want to go back to school, and I would like to work on my master's degree in social work.
All right, Dr. Hughley.
Well, no, not Dr. Hughley.
I mean Dr. Ogilvy.
Professor Ogilvy.
Professor, one of them.
But to be able to do that and probably eventually go back and work on maybe my PhD, my doctorate in social work. So we'll see.
Dr. D.Jon in the future.
Right, Dr. D.Jon, hopefully. But yeah, that's what definitely going back to start work and receive my master's degree.
Well, your girl Kiss, my major number one goal and accomplishment that I have set for myself is to own my own radio station. So your girl is trying to get it, you know what I'm saying? I want to leave my mark. I want somebody, with everything that we talk about as far as Nipsey Hussle and how he lived his life and leaving a mark when you leave this world, I want to leave that mark. So just like you're going to be a doctor in the future. I'm gonna own my own radio company, and who knows, we're gonna be on BET getting our humanitarian award, or on the Soul Train Awards, giving our long speech in the
Not the
near
Soul Train
future.
Award.
You gotta say all a black organization. We gotta speak it into existence. It's coming. It's coming. But before we go into what inspires us to keep going in life and get into this messy tea, you and me, I kind of like put a little compilation of motivational songs today. It's coming from Nipsey, and just all of that good stuff as far as our favorite songs of his. It's so many to choose from, but we're gonna play one. This one is I like this one. The one with Rick Ross from his Mailbox Money album, 100 with it, I think it's called. I'ma just play that. We just gonna go to a break, and here's a Nipsey tune for y'all to vibe to and chill, because I don't even have no specific order. I'ma just play them as they go.
Right, just
and
play them.
Here's one from Nipsey. Hope y'all enjoy this, living through him. We living through we his legacy, you know what I'm saying? Even though we like with the same generation anyways, like he ain't too much older than us.
Not too much older than us. Yeah.
But we pour out our liquor, and we listening, and we want y'all to vibe to what's the word. And if
I'm about to go pour a glass of wine for Nipsey.
Gotta do it sophisticated,
right, gotta be sophisticated.
But here's one for him, and we be back. You hear me?
Nah, picture me rolling, tip of my chauffeur. Niggas look jealous, you gotta control it. Reaching my quota, mixing my soda. Feeling connected to God, trying to get closer. Stepping on roaches, me and my loasters. Just trying to get over, try not to get swallowed by locusts. Trying to stay focused, kinda like Moses. Like somebody chose us, it's weight on my shoulder. I feel these emotions, but still I keep going. I've been to a poet, I've been through the motions. I'm feeling heroic, but life is a dice game, and they dare you to blow it. You might get a strike, man, but that ain't gon' pay for the strollers. It's never enough to console her. Tell her your daddy a soldier, she needs you right now in this moment. Now dead on your back pushing roses. To me, I'm just carving a sculpture and fine-tuning my approaches. Doubling back as an owner. The moment of truth is opponents, call them promoters.
Picture me rolling with my friends, not a worry. Then we get stopped by the police. Gotta make it home to my baby, 'cause these days niggas going crazy. Gotta make it home to my baby, 'cause these days niggas say me. Gotta make it home to my baby. Hold up, yeah, look. I bet I'ma make it home to my baby. Bang bang, yeah. I bet I'ma make it home to my baby. I said, I bet I'ma make it home to your baby.
And that was a joint from the legend. Hope you enjoyed that one. D.Jon, you got your glass of wine you poured up for Nipsey?
Yes, I do.
But we was talking about the life and the time of a legend, and just reflecting on his life and what inspires us. So what inspires us to keep going in life? I think a lot of things, as for me, that inspires me to keep going. For one, this show, you heard me. I wouldn't be nothing without this show, and it's definitely something that has motivated me to keep going and continue to persevere, because I think this thing is going to be great in the near future. I mean, so many people doing it, so many people can't do it. Like your girl Kiss, you heard me. But
Period.
definitely, period, Pooh. That's what inspires me. Of course, family, friends, family inspires me to keep going. Life, the birds, the trees, the universe, the stars, all that, like everything. Including with this whole coronavirus shit going on, it just inspired me to just keep going, because so many people that we know is just going left or right with this virus and shit. So I'm going for them. I'm gonna keep going for them and keep striving and keep being the best me, because there's only one Kiss, and she begins with K.
So stupid.
But what inspires you, D.Jon? Because I know you about to pull out your whole Whitney Houston.
No, I am not.
Sharon, Karen, Vicky, Bobby Christina, Lyric. You gonna say everybody? Like Whitney?
No.
Whitney
No.
was Karen.
Whitney
Mary,
was-
Whitney
was on a whole nother level.
Whitney was lit that night. That's all I'm
And
gonna
I
say.
loved it. I loved it. But for me, what keeps me going, of course, number one, of course, myself. I would have to say, me, because in order to keep going, you have to motivate yourself. It's cool and dandy for other people to motivate you and keep you going, but you're doing it for you at the end of the day. You're not doing it for anybody else but you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to motivate you. But of course, my family and my close friends that I consider my family, y'all keep me going all the time. It's like we have like our serious conversations and things like that. A homie be needing it. Because it just be like you be feeling down and low, but once you have those talks with like your close friends and your family, like you're good to just keep on going. So that's what motivates me, myself and my family.
I couldn't say it better. Because, I mean, there's so much stuff to be motivated for, to be inspired by, to keep going. Right now, like I said, especially with all this stuff, like people are just going left or right. It's like we living in last time, so we might as well just keep doing what we gotta do till we close our eyes. You hear me? But we can go on and on about this topic. But like, if you wanna voice your opinion on anything we talk about, or just wanna talk to the real KISS legendary D.Jon, you can follow us on Instagrams at personal everything for me and D.Jon at Kiss Calhoun, and underscore, what you say, double underscore?
It's double underscore D.Jon.
D.Jon.
On
because
Twitter.
It's not a 3 or an E
No.
anymore.
And then it's underscore D.Jon on Instagram.
Of course, follow the What's the Word pages at Yo What's the Word. And of course, if you want to be a featured artist, don't forget the link is in our bio, or you can shoot us an email at what's-the-word504@gmail.com. Girl, going a little bit too fast. But before we get into this message, we're gonna give y'all another joint from the legend Nipsey. Vibe with us as we give him his roses continually, because as fans, as young entrepreneurs and go-getters, the man inspires us. He is our inspiration for the show and the things that we do for the artists in the city of New Orleans and global, So here's one for him, and we're coming back with the messy tea from the Messy Shade Creamy. On period.
Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the few. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the few. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Blessings, bitches in my section. Yo, with all this money, I'm obsessive. Weapons, turning off y'all extras. Turning off this bullshit direction. Turning up my grind, waking up to more pressure. But it's all in your mind, so I never feel pressure. Knew it's all in due time, now honey stacking like Tetris. Hustle hard is my message, then double back and get extras. Know I spaz when I catch it. Yellow bone, white Lexus. All black tint, two white cups, fat gold chain, Sprite Texas. I'm just young and I'm reckless, I'm just on for my section. I'm just out here on top speed with my top down and I'm revving. I don't know about hell, I don't know about heaven. All I know is about right now and this lifestyle is interesting. Ice down in my session, I just write down his confessions. Niggas died and got life around me, I guess that I'm an exception. Black ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the fuel. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the fuel. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Look, I'm in these streets with my Cuban on, and my biz with my music on. Old friends like what you been on. Shit, I've been on my grind, I ain't usually home. Focused, I ain't using phones. Lately, I've been using songs to get my point across. Why niggas around me lose it all? But that's your coin to toss, I guess I always knew the ball. And that's just where we balls, I'm cracking cause I do my job. Look, from fucking hood rats to fucking stores, spending all cash to sliding cards. It's the definition of living large. Smoking top flight in the biggest cars. Told you 08, this shit was ours. Getting this cake, yeah, nigga, then getting more. Look at this world, young nigga, this really yours. Nigga, this really mine. My niggas is really Ford. Them buildings is really high. Them cars is really foreign. And all I see is ocean views. Small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the fuel. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the fuel. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Yeah, early morning off that flight though. We gon' go hard, then get right, bro. It seems simple, that's not life though. 10 years later, I'm alright though. Look, these niggas act like they don't like though. They be mad cause niggas shine bright though. Look, I got a Ruger and a Brico, but I'ma let you pick which way tonight go. I got my dough right, plus the right dough. I mean it's legal, pay taxes to them white folks. My procedure, stay cracking till my lights low. Then when I die, blue rag around my right folk. 100,000 in my coffin, that's just light though. Playing Stevie Wonder songs, smoke some flight, bro. Crack a pint of act, then pour it in some Sprite, bro. Until that day, I'm walking toward what's in my sights though. Cause all I see is ocean views.
That was one from the legend, Nipsey Hussle. You hear me? We're back. And like I said, we got nothing but the messy tea from the messy shade. You hear me? So, without further ado, Drake pins a sweet message to his son Adonis and shares a photo of him with his cute, adorable self. But D.Jon, please take it away.
So this is coming from the
messy shade.
Drake finally gives fans the first look at his son Adonis in a new Instagram post where he pins a sweet open message. Early Monday, Drizzy shares photos of Adonis for the first time as he wrote an open message to express how much he misses his family. Drake said in the message, "What is most important for you right now is to connect to your own inner light. This will create the biggest opening for all. Trust that you have all of the power within to make this happen. And in order to do that, connect to the people and things that bring you a lot of joy. When the mind starts to move into overthinking or fear, shift your attention right away to something bright. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past or what is happening around us now. You can always make the choices to break free of the will of suffering and panicking and open up to your own light. He continued, be conscious, especially right now, of fears coming in from others and recognize that not everything should be held by you. Laughter is your best medicine, but tears can also be a powerful release. Let go of any judgment you may have around that. Remember that you are never alone, and if you need to be reminded of that, ask for support and it will show up. Drake first opened up about his son Adonis back in 2018 on his album Scorpion. Afterward, he had become more open to talking about Adonis during his interviews, and now he is giving the first official look at his baby boy. So if you guys want, you can definitely go check out Drake's adorable son either on the Shade Room or on Drake's Instagram, because he has posted him there. He is adorable. He's such a, oh my God, he's such an angel.
But you would
He looks like his dad though.
He's half definitely, but he looks like grandma.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was talking to somebody yesterday about that, and they were saying that he really looks more like Drake's mom.
I mean, if you could spit some
Girl,
your
from
own,
the hair to
own grandchild, she got her own grandchild.
Right, literally.
Like, he could call her mama now growing up. You know, like how some of us back in the day, if you come from the old school and you grew up with your grandma, because some people do grow up with they fucking, you call them grandma, you call her grandma, or you call grandma mama or something. She was mama. But he is definitely adorable, and I can't believe Drake has a son.
A 3-year-old.
Like, a 3-year-old. At that. Like, oh my God. Drake, why did you do this to me?
But you know what? I like celebrities, they just don't post their children for that reason, because people can be so cruel. Just look at when Beyonce post Blue was growing up. They literally threw that child alive. They still do.
Blue hair, they be like, when y'all gonna slap some permanent blue hair? When y'all gonna get her sorted? Baby, let Blue be a kid. Let her be braided out, natural out. Adonis, he is too bright skinned. Why he ain't got black hair like Drake? You sure he Drake's son, bitch? Yes, look just like grandma. Mama.
I'm sick of all of these people that they watch too much Paternity Court and Murray, and they think they and they think they could damn judge off of what they see. Like, shut up.
Exactly. But R. Kelly fears he will contract coronavirus while behind bars and begs judge to release him. D.Jon, please.
So this is coming from the
Messy Shade.
R. Kelly is coming forward with yet another plea for a judge to get him out of the correctional center he now calls home. According to TMZ, R. Kelly is asking to be released until his trial in fear that he may become infected with the coronavirus. Kel's attorney reportedly filed a motion Thursday listing the many health risks he believes R. Kelly will be facing while he's locked up. Apparently, Kells has many concerns of his own. He claims social distancing is almost impossible in jail. Soap is only available to inmates who can afford to buy it from commissary, and there's nearly no hand sanitizer. He claims there's only one large bottle, and to add insult to injury, it's labeled staff only. So he reportedly says that forcing anybody to remain living under these conditions is tantamount to making them drink poison. Kells is asking the judge to release him on bond and even agrees to wear an electric monitor. He notes, however, he doesn't think the monitor will be necessary because he's a low flight risk due to the pandemic keeping everybody inside. The filing also notes that R. Kelly is requesting to live with his girlfriend Joycelyn Savage at an apartment complex in Chicago. This is not Kel's first plea for release. However, as we previously reported, he asked a judge to release him from prison due to declines in his health. And we did, last season, we did cover that. So I don't know. I don't think he's getting out of this one.
I don't think R. Kelly will get out of this
I don't
one
think he's getting out
either.
of this one at
I'm
all.
gonna need him to stop trying to use it to get him and Bill Cosby. Need to sit down and chillax because they're not getting out anytime soon.
If they didn't grant the plea the first time when he said that he had health issues, what does he make? Why does it make it? Why does he think that they're gonna go ahead and take the plea because of this? Like,
Corona.
if that's the case, they should go ahead and release all the damn prisoners.
Exactly. And
do you think just because you are Kelly, they're gonna release you because of that? No.
Or they should release you because of that? No.
Right. But I do agree with him that they need to have soap for all inmates, especially at a time like this. It shouldn't be just because you have, the money to buy from commissary. The soap needs to be available to everyone. Just like the hand sanitizer. So they really do need to consider doing that. I could see, I could agree with him on that. But as far as them releasing him, no.
Do your time, baby.
Do your time.
But the Brat becomes emotional after thanking her boo for surprising her with a new car for her birthday. And like we said, our homegirl, BB Jody, giving out Bentleys and stuff for birthday presents. I wish I could get me a Bentley. Shit. But take it away, D.Jon.
So, the Brat's birthday is right around the corner, and her boo, Jessica, the real BB Judy, Dupart, I hope I said her last name right, surprised her with a new Bentley to get the early birthday celebration moving along. Wednesday night, Jessica took to social media to show off the special moment when she surprised the Brat with the car and said this video was taken 3/16. Her birthday is 4/14. But with the way things were going and my excitement, I couldn't wait. She hates to accept any gifts from me. That's why she was running. But she deserves the world and so much. In the video, the Brat is super shocked to see the car that was revealed to her. Thursday morning, the Brat took to her social media to show her reaction once she sat inside the car. In the video, she can be seen crying, tears of joy from the surprise. The Brat said, "I've always been a kind of private person until I met my heart's match, who handles some things differently than I do. Thank you, baby, the real BB Judy, for far more than this incredible birthday gift. I have never experienced this feeling. It's so overwhelming that often I find myself in a daze, hoping to never get pinched to see if that's real so I can live in this dream forever." And sometime now, it has been rumored that the two have been a couple. However, things became Instagram official Wednesday night when Judy confirmed their relationship status. And baby, the Brat was like, she wasn't like
about to have a whole
crying.
panic attack.
Like she about to have a whole damn heart attack. But that is
because she got a Bentley.
That is so sweet.
I need me a sugar daddy. I just wanna be your sugar daddy. I'm gonna need one so I can get me a Bentley for my birthday.
That is
and
so.
I could cry like that.
But that is so cute. It's good to see, like, People that are so giving and so warm-hearted.
It's good to see love. It's
It
good
is,
to see
but it's
that.
like just to, Missy Elliott, said some great things about the Brat a while back when she was giving a speech. But to just hear like from somebody else, it's good that, she's finally, with someone that, can love her and give out the amount of love that, she gives out, to people. So it's good. I'm happy for their relationship, and I hope that it, continues to flourish.
And who knows? This is a great power couple,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a good power couple in entertainment. You have two moguls in their own right, hip hop wise, and I would say cosmetic, beauty care wise. I think that it's only up from there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to them. And I've been, I had to do my voice like that because Kim Kardashian reflects on her and Kourtney Kardashian's fight on Keeping Up with the Kardashians last week.
Child.
So, D.Jon, tell us what my sister Kim and Kourtney were fighting about.
So I know you guys have not been sleeping under a rock for the past week because the Kardashian sisters tore it down.
Punching and scratching.
Like they wasn't pulling no hair. They was fighting. they was fighting like children.
Like Kourtney did that hit where you, if you cry, you better not say nothing.
Right.
And then and here go Kim smack the shit out of her.
Not once, not twice, 3 times.
I'm like, I was rooting for, I'm gonna let you get to it. But I'm rooting for Kourtney, and she's sitting here and letting
she
her
ain't do nothing.
I'm
like, bitch, girl.
How you?
She did get a good punch. She did punch her good as fuck though. No, she actually punched her.
She punched her one soft leg like a toddler. Kim got off that floor like a hood rat. She a little
she
black
been around
now.
Kanye too. Yeah,
she been been south side of Chicago and freeing black people from out of the prison picture. So she got her hot sauce in her bag. But please,
oh God,
get to it.
So last week, during an all-new episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, viewers got to see Kim and Kourtney put the paws on each other as one of their arguments turned physical. Monday night, Kim appeared on Jimmy Fallon virtually, and she reflected on that moment. When Jimmy asked Kim about what happened at that moment, Kim said, "It was pretty intense. I felt like it's been a lot of build-up resentment, and it has from Kourtney, or just feeling like she doesn't really want to film anymore. She's not the type of person..." Are you okay?
Yeah.
Type of person to make a decision.
I'm trying to hold in the laugh.
And say, "Okay, guys, I'm not gonna film." But she would come to work with an attitude every day, kind of take it out of everyone, from the crew to us, and wouldn't really make that decision. Kim and Kourtney have obviously gotten over the moment. However, she did reveal that production had to shut down for about a week. If you're wondering if any injuries were obtained during the altercation, Kim said, "I don't really ever resort to violence like that, but she scratched me so hard, which you guys didn't see. I was bleeding." And so you didn't really and so you didn't really get to see that detail. But when I looked down at my arm and I saw she had really scratched me, and I felt it all on my back, I just went over and slapped her back. So that was probably why she slapped her. Kim expressed that she was not proud of that moment. However, Kourtney is now taking a much-needed break from the show. So, yeah, so that's going to result in Kourtney not coming back for the next season.
They're like, she gotta go.
They about to get rid of her ass.
They didn't replace her. Who they gonna replace her with?
They ain't gonna replace her with nobody. Her ass, it's just gonna be one less Kardashian.
I heard they said that it's not like they asking her out. It was like if they're recorded and she so happened to be around, then she'll be in it, but she wouldn't be like a full-time person having to meet up to go in.
Yeah, she won't be there like fully. She'll be like maybe like a guest appearance. And I feel like she's been, she's just been sick of, doing the show, So maybe she wants to exit out of it. Yeah. They've been on the air for what, like 20 years? Yeah, she's tired of it.
And not only that, it's just like the older you get, you're trying to grow, but you seeing other people grow in front of you, and then you feel like certain people holding you back. Who knows what escalated this fight, this cat fight? Because that's what it was.
And she also, shared that she's getting to a point where everything doesn't have to be shared. You know what I'm saying? Like she called Kim and Chloe out on that. About, everything being shared. She doesn't want to share everything in her life, from people that she's dating and, to, the children and things like that. It just like you said, it's ran its course. And I feel like, she's over it at this point, and she just wants to move on and just live her life, in privacy, maybe.
And maybe she'll get stronger. Hope she doesn't get fat like Rob or nothing, because Rob went on ahead and ate and then found Black China and just messed his whole life up after that. He could have had me, Rob. Could have had me. But we're going to give y'all another hit from the legend. Here's another one from the legend, Nipsey Hussle. And we're going to finish out this tea with the false accusations that's cleared up DaBaby and Simone doing a video together. So y'all could chill. Maxine Maxine had to clap back at Trump. Of course, not Beyonce. Girl, Jay-Z and Rihanna donated $2 million to help this coronavirus. And the trap queen, the original queen, Trina, drags Nicki Natural during the Love and Hip Hop reunion in Miami. And baby, I missed it, but I have to hear about this because this was the talk. But let's vibe, let's chill, and we'll be back. Hearing me.
If you are mine, if you are mine, I'll wait and I'll move.
You still up all night,
Not breathe your air.
running this marathon. Look, now I can't promise commitment, but I swear we'll have fun. If you ask, I'll be honest, girl, you not the only one. Just a man on a mission, with my hand on my gun. Couple niggas that hate me, but way more people show love. Niggas trying too hard, they dying to ball. Turn around and hate on me like it's a crime to evolve. Too afraid to be different, too ashamed to just listen. See, I'm way too 100, so now they hate on my niggas. Tried to hate on my crippin', tried to hate on my business. Not to call you a bitch, they gon' hate on my bitches. So if you fucking with Nip, let you know my intentions. Got to think like a rider, you got to know your position. So if it's cool, then we can hop in my Mercedes coupe. Pop the cork off the Superior Bull. Crank the music, blowing circles out the roof, and just enjoy the view. She said,
If you are mine,
I said,
if you are mine, I'll wait and I'll move. Not breathe your air.
let me hear something with you, little ma. Matter of fact,
You only
hey,
can
I'm not tripping, back and forth with your nigga. Scared to lose what you got as you looking for something different. Me, fly crippin', international trippin'. I got my numbers up and now they pay for my statistics. Yeah, young nigga, started off with a vision. Built the shit up from nothing to the critics, I ain't listen. Now, transition, so check out how I'm living. We V12 pushers and they transmissions is slipping. Nigga, get your bitch, cause I be bitch getting. Treat her like she wanna be treated, but I ain't tricking. Beat it like she want her shit, beat it, but I don't kiss it. Just blame it on that shit that we smoking, plus we sipping. Look, double cups, she tryna double up. Cause I just hit it once, but she caught a double nut. Nasty, since she used to double dutch. Too quick to fall in love, what the fuck? She said,
If you were mine, if you were mine, I'll wait and move. I'll breathe your air.
look, now, if I was yours and you was mine, would you do me like you do him and have someone on the side? So, keep your nigga while I stay on my grind. Just hit me up and we gon' spend some time. Look, if I was yours and you was mine, would you do me like you do him and have someone on the side? So, keep your nigga and I stay on my grind. Just hit me up and we gon' spend some time. Right?
If you were mine,
All money in, no money out.
if you were mine, I'll wait and move. I'll breathe your
Yo, and we're back vibing, catching a vibe with us. What's the word? Okay, so D.Jon, let's clear up these rumors of the false alarm of DaBaby squashes beat Simone date rumors, as the two are only teaming up to do a video.
All right, so this is coming from the...
Messy Shade, Jamie!
So, social media went absolutely crazy earlier this week when DaBaby was rumored to be dating social media personality B. Simone. Well, despite what many first assumed, it appears that DaBaby and B. Simone are only teaming up for business matters and not romance. By now, you're probably aware of the enormous crush that B. Simone has on DaBaby, as she practically lets it be known as much as she can. This is why many fans were thinking that her ultimate dream came true and that the two were officially dating, following photos that saw her embracing a man with the same tattoos in the same exact place as DaBaby. Well, sorry to crush those dreams, but the two are not dating. Turns out the photos were all a publicity stunt for DaBaby's upcoming release of his new short film music video entitled Find My Way, which is starring none other than B. Simone. He recently took to Instagram and shared the trailer for the video, which reveals that B. Simone will play his love interest. After seeing the online uproar he caused, DaBaby made it very clear that everyone had it wrong. He wrote on Instagram, "Stupid ass nigga, laugh out loud, pound, marketing goats." Additionally, it should also be noted that B. Simone has an upcoming book that's about to be released, which is currently seeing a massive increase in pre-sales due to the publicity stunt. So we guess they both won in terms of professional success. So, Kiss Calhoun, and what's the word? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, everybody can just finally chill because it looks like everybody was getting hyped. They thought that they were together. You know, I know B. Simone likes him, but it would be like a Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey relationship. It
Really?
would never work out.
You know what?
I don't know.
I never knew that she had a crush on him until yesterday when I started seeing this. I was like, I saw memes on Twitter and people was like, you know, B. Simone, the manifesting queen, and
they was happy for her.
Yeah, they was like, she's the Nikki Parker. She finally got her man.
Nikki fucking Parker.
I'm like, what are they talking about? So when I went on her page and I saw the pictures, I was like, girl, what?
That's like a Nicki. That's like a Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Like, it's
Oh
shot.
my God.
It'll never work. But
I was like,
you know.
but then I watched her live yesterday. She was on live with one of her good friends who is also a well-known radio personality in Atlanta, Brittany Renee. I think that's her name. And they were, you know, just talking about promoting the book and things like that. And Brittany called her Mrs. Kirk. I'm like, girl, what is really going on? But I think she was just trolling as well, like, keeping up the stunt and whatnot. But it's cute. But you never know. Normally we see things like this turn out to actually be relationships. So, they might hang out, and you just never know. You never know.
You never know.
But
I say
clearly, she doesn't need him. Like she has her own money. Like homegirl is doing her thing. She's on wilding out. So it's not like she's not, banking. Like sister doing her own thing.
Like I said, it would be a Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey relationship. But Maxine said she had to read Trump up her for filth on Twitter.
Girl, I am so sick of Maxine Waters and her beef with Trump, girl. I am done.
She don't care.
She really don't. Like this lady been eating this man up forever. But
beginning.
Auntie Maxine Waters, I'm sorry, y'all, is fired up and she's letting Donald Trump know that she's not happy with his leadership during the coronavirus pandemic. On Monday, the Democratic councilwoman from California fired up her Twitter fingers and read Donnie for absolute filth for his response to the pandemic. Maxine hit him with a barrage of tweets. Trump, since you destroyed the White House unit designed to plan for pandemics like COVID-19, you need to stop being duplicitous about the DPA and get more corps to develop masks, respirators, and everything needed to protect hospital workers trying to save lives. The first tweet said, "Get your act together." Maxine Waters was referring to Trump's decision to shutter a National Security Council pandemic directory in 2008. But in her last tweet, Auntie Maxine went full ham. Trump, oh, Lord, I'm about to say, Trump, you incompetent idiot again. Wait, but no, see, they put that twice because she just said that already. But basically, Donald Trump didn't respond to Maxine Waters' tweets, but he's been on the defense after being criticized about his handling of the pandemic. Trump recently announced that federal guidelines to combat the coronavirus will remain in place for at least another 30 days. So what do you think about Maxine's criticism towards Donald Trump? Let us know.
I already know Maxine had to hit him with a clap
but
back.
to me, it kind of gets old. It's like,
I mean, she's the only one that's
right,
gonna go up against
like
him when he says stuff.
Doing the same
but you
thing
know
that
how
he does.
He
that.
He tweet everything, and he at everybody else. But
He
when
does
it's time for
that.
him to start acting,
Yeah, but
he don't want
like come at this lady. Like she been coming at your neck for the longest.
He ain't gotta come
And he's
back.
never
ringing him up.
never come back at her.
He's not gonna mess with TD. But a Jay-Z, Sean Carter Foundation and Rihanna, Sierra Leone Foundation donated a combined sum of $2 million to help combat this coronavirus crises. So D.Jon, take it away.
Jay-Z and Rihanna are teaming up through their foundations to donate a combined $2 million to help with COVID-19 relief efforts. Together, they will be helping undocumented workers, children of healthcare workers that are on the front line, first responders, as well as incarcerated elderly and homeless people. The organizations that the money will be going to is Mayor's Fund for Los Angeles, the Fund of Public Schools, the American Civil Liberties Union, and New York Immigration Coalition. Justine Lucas, the executive director of the Sierra Leone Foundation, said there are a number of populations who are especially vulnerable during this pandemic. Those who are undocumented, incarcerated, elderly, and homeless, as well as children of frontline health workers and first responders. Now more than ever, we need to support organizations prioritizing the health and rights of those individuals. According to the organization's official website, the funds will go specifically to offering daycare, learning materials, food, and supplies for the children of frontline healthcare workers and first responders, as well learning materials for the more than 20,000 children and youth learning in shelters and virtual mental health support for parents. The money will also support ensuring child care centers are clean and that all personnel are protected, supporting the expansion of home-delivered meals for the elderly and meals for homeless population in emergency shelters, providing emergency economic support, and the expansion of rights for immigrants and undocumented workers, advocating for free testing and treatment for all New Yorkers, regardless of immigration status, provision of legal support to protect members of marginalized populations, including advocating for people to be released from jail and detention, encouraging voting and civic COVID-19 responses, period, and protecting immigrant communities. Recently, New York Governor Andrew C. thanked Rihanna for donating personal protective equipment to the state, and her CLF organization also made a $5 million donation for relief relating to the virus. So big ups to Rihanna and Jay-Z.
Shout out to them.
I would have to say Rihanna is one of the youngest entrepreneurs, and she is literally one of the most vocal as well. Like, she's always donating to relief efforts, and that just makes me love her even more. She's not just an artist and entrepreneur. Like I said, she's also an activist for relief efforts. So big ups to her. She's in her early 30s and she's doing big things like this. Like, you can't ask for more from your entertainers and things like that.
Yeah. Shout out to them, definitely, because we need this. We need people to donate. I know how I felt to even have this right now. Trump needs to just relinquish our disaster stamps, so kids can start swiping. But without further ado, Trina drags Nicki Natural during the Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion. D.Jon, take it away. You hear me?
So, part 1 of the Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion recently aired, and as expected, it was filled with drama.
Drama to the core.
Series star Trina absolutely annihilated. Nicki Natural.
I love Fantasia tonight.
Whatever. Nicki Natural, when the two got into a verbal altercation that even spilled over into the backstage area and had Nicki running for cover. It was the beef that was brewing all season, and it all came to a head during the season 3 Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion. Trina and Nicki Natural got into an argument, but it wasn't just a regular exchange of words, as Trina exploded on her so intensely that she ran backstage to escape all the madness. As she had done all season, Trina called out Nicki for being disrespectful to her, saying, "Everyone here knows you never see me disrespect nobody." Trina also later added, "This woman will not be nowhere in my space. I'm not disrespectful. I give a respect to any and everybody that comes up under me. But honest, your brethren, you're beneath me. You'll always be. Don't ever fucking get that twisted. I would never give any bitches that beneath me a chance to be under me." This promoted Nicki to fire back with, "How are you a role model? Look at you. You look like a mess." That's when Trina went for the juggler and brought up Nikki's children, calling them dirty ass kids. Nikki was then escorted to a separate room. After the show, Nikki posted the following message to Trina regarding her bringing up her children. At Trina Rockstar, I thought they would cut this part off of the show, but thank God they finally showing your true colors. Looking back at this after living it brought back so many emotions. This so-called beef was never that serious to the point you had to bring my innocent three kings into this. You can talk about me having braces, me being a so-called whack artist or whatever, but how could you ever sit there and call yourself a role model and put my children in the mix and call them dirty? Out of all the filming we did all season, this is by far the only thing that has me in tears right now, especially after this crown apple done kicked in. Pretty sure we won't see Nikki Natural on the next season of Love and Hip Hop.
Pretty sure.
And me. So, what are your thoughts, Kiss Calhoun?
Well, you already know my thoughts. I feel like the whole season, this girl have just not been able to get along with none of the artists that Trina was trying to help. She was trying to save they behind, but they just could never get it together. They was always fighting. She definitely won't be on the next season. She don't even have a storyline at this point.
Mm-hmm.
When you mess with the queen,
Mm-hmm.
you get stung.
Mm-hmm. I don't watch it. I just hate the fact that she brought that lady's kids into it. Like,
but you know what it is? Everybody was bringing everybody family in. Like, it was a lot of stuff that each other shouldn't say it. Like, she basically called Trick Daddy and Trina crabs, like trying to call them crabs in the buckets, the king crabs that's trying to keep everybody down or something like that. She said that it was a lot of shit that they was saying to each other. They was calling out each other family and shit left or right all season. It was really insane. And like I said, Trina didn't get disrespectful until this point because everything then boiled down to what it became. So of course they both wrong for both of them saying the stuff that they said, but ultimately everybody said some cutthroat ass shit. Period. Cool. Don't come for the queen unless you want to get stung. For real, because she was trying to help. She was trying to help all of them become good artists, and like Trick Daddy said, you can't go around saying anything negative about somebody who is, the OG in this, and she got way more connections. She way more connected than you are, so you can't go around disrespecting somebody that is trying to help you. Pretty much, that's what he was saying. But the chick was wild this whole season. She didn't really get along with none of the people who, well, you know how Love and Hip Hop is. They always got to have the artistry group where the artists get together and be collabing for the storyline. She couldn't get along with none of the other three chicks that was on the show for the music part. So she definitely won't be there on next season.
Poor thing.
But it is what it is. But today was a fantastic show. I enjoyed it. We had a great conversation about what motivates us, what keeps us going, inspiring us, and keep doing what we gotta do. A lot of stuff keep us motivated. A lot of stuff keep us, inspired. Shout out to our listeners and fans who support the show. Keep listening to us because we everywhere. We're on Anchor FM. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and also iHeartRadio. Listen to us. You hear me? Because we always turned up. Shout out to Sideburns and LL. You already know. Who else, D.Jon? Shout out to you. Shout out to me.
That's really it. Just everybody to support.
That's it. Exactly. Support, like we be saying. Support. And of course, follow us on our social media platforms at Yo What's a Word, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. What's the Word, YouTube. And if you want to be a featured artist, hit that link in the description of our pages. Fill out that artist questionnaire and become a featured artist. But as usual, I'm Kiss D.Jon signing off.
Peace and love.
The legendary host.
Since you said I don't say it no more.
Peace and love, like D.Jon just said, in that order.
I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? And that was powerful for me, you know what I'm saying? At that moment, for me to make art, I had to reflect on reality, you know? And so it would be untrue. If I was talking about balling or talking about owning businesses, I didn't. But as my life changed and as the reality, what I was actually living changed, I had to change what fueled the art. You got people that have been removed from the streets for years and it's still what's the dominant narrative in their music, and we lose touch with it because it don't have the same texture as when it was actually what they was doing.